Bitcoin surpassing $10,000 this week, highest price since September 2019, and the cryptocurrency is up more than 40% so far this year. Joining us for more on this and other market tidbits is the closer today, Michael Novogratz, founder, CEO, and chairman of Galaxy Digital, which invests in cryptocurrencies. Good to see you.
How you doing?
What's driving Bitcoin right now?
You know, liquidity. We've got global rates low, people pumping in money. You look at China and you kind of just do an aerial view, nothing's moving in China, which means the government's getting ready for 2 barrels of liquidity. And so it's driving stocks, it's driving crypto, it's driving gold.
So if liquidity is the driver of Bitcoin, why hasn't it just been kind of going up for the last, 11 years every time the Fed goes easy or cuts rates?
So Bitcoin's 11 years old. It's found a lane as digital gold. You don't become digital gold right away, right? And so there's a story of slow adoption. Just last December, ICE, has a group called BAC, part of the New York Stock Exchange, and they said we're going to do crypto custody for the first time. Fidelity did the same thing. And so all of a sudden there's a safe place for people to store their Bitcoin in the perception of the 50 to 80-year-olds who have all the wealth in America. And so we're seeing more and more plumbing built to allow people to feel comfortable buying this.
Is it actually safe, though?
It is safe. Listen.
We've seen hacks, we've seen price swings, all sorts of stuff that would make an investor nervous.
And so, remember, you got to put it in perspective. Bitcoin is probably the best new brand of the last 11 years. $200 billion market cap for a line of code that came out 11 years ago. Right? It's a social construct. It's nothing technical. We could have taken that same line of code, call it Sarah Coin, and who knows what it would be worth. But because people have believed it's now a store of value, similar to gold. Gold's got 3,000 years and 10 trillion. Bitcoin's got 11 years and 200 billion.
Yeah. Certainly, we hear these comparisons, this idea that it's a safe haven, that it's digital gold, and I'm hearing you talk about the fact that it's found that it's lane. What about all the other different types of cryptocurrencies that are out there as well, including maybe some of the ones we haven't even seen yet that could be asset-backed by things like gold? I think,
listen, we are going to see, the one thing that we learned last year with the announcement of Libra is cryptocurrencies, stable coins, blockchain systems are going to be part of the economic infrastructure of this world and the consumer infrastructure of this world. Most of those are longer-term bets, right? Within 3 to 5 years, I'm guessing we're going to have a Chinese crypto, a Japanese crypto, and a U.S. crypto.
That's exactly where I was just about to go with you. Because you have the Chinese working on their digital currencies. You've got comments from Japanese lawmakers saying that they want to see this brought up in G7 discussions this year. You've got possibilities coming out of India as well. I wonder if you think the U.S. is falling behind on this.
The U.S. is falling behind a little bit, but listen, the bulk of the technology is still being developed here. The regulators have been slow, completely slow. And I think Libra kind of was a kick in the stomach to say, hey, we need to take this seriously and figure things out. The single biggest concern with U.S. regulators is money laundering, KYC, AML, North Korean financing. And so we're going to see something from Treasury in the next few months that kind of put some guardrails around Bitcoin. I think that's a positive. I think this as a weapon in macro portfolios is actually happening now. I used to do meetings and have to convince people how Bitcoin worked and whatnot. Now I talk about this as a weapon in their macro portfolio, as a hedge against inflation, as a hedge against easy monetary policy and debasement of fiat currency.
No, the dollar's been